evening. Good evening, good evening, good evening. Oops. Good evening. Welcome to Wolf Den Connection. Brenda Wolf. I'm going to make some changes. Join us tonight. I'm not going to do a live on Instagram tonight. I'm just going to do it on Facebook and YouTube for right now. And I think going forward, I might begin to just record the nighttime sessions for the Bible study or the study of a Bible in a year, because I'm starting my ordination stuff and I'm realizing that I have a lot on my plate concerning the things that I have to do for that. I've got 3 books I have to read. I've got videos I have to watch every night. And it was just suggested that instead of doing live videos, just to start pre-recording. So I might do that for the night ones. Now, as far as the morning live is, I'm not changing that. Except I don't think I'm going to do Instagram live right now. And I'm not going to do TikTok. I think I'm going to stick with the Facebook and the Instagram, and then download them and upload them to those 2 venues later, I think is what I might do. I don't know. I'm going to pray on it tonight. I'm not going to make a decisive decision right now. I just want to give you guys the heads up that I might not do these live as often as I have been, just because some things have to change for a season, and that's okay. I don't mind. I don't get a lot of viewership as I'm doing them live right now. Anyways, I get more viewership later as somebody watches the videos. So I'm going to pray and ask for God's direction on it. I've been at class all day today in Schwartz Creek, Michigan. It's about 2 hours and 10-minute drive from here. It wasn't snowing when we left. It was snowing terribly there when we were coming back. And then there wasn't any snow after that, a little bit here and there, but roads were clear and roads were good. So I learned a lot today. I learned a lot about myself today. I learned about the Lord today. I did the spiritual gifts 200 question test, if only to find out that the gifts that I thought I had don't line up with the gifts that the test tells me I have. So I was a little confused about that, but as the things were being explained, it all made sense. So anyways, here we go. Welcome to a study of the Bible in a year. We are on week 15. Our word for today, or this week, is kindness. And today's the 10th. So let me read these. Our 5 I am statements. Number 2, I am blessed in the city and blessed in the country. 2, I am enough because Jesus is enough. 3, my kneading bowl and basket are blessed. It is how my riches are in God are increasing. Number 4, I am blessed when I come in and blessed when I go out. Number 5, the Lord causes my enemies who rise against me to be defeated before my face. They come out against me 1 way and flee before me 7 ways. All right. Let me get this clipped on here really quick. I'm really overheated. It's rather warm in here, but I don't want to take my poncho off just yet and get comfortable, because once I go sit down there in that living room, I'm done for the day. It's been a long 12 hours of being away from the house today. So, okay. Let's get our Bibles out and let's read our 3 reflections for the week. All right, look at your upcoming week. What 3 intentional acts of kindness could you plan for specific people? We talked about sending like a text message or an encouragement, something to somebody. Who is the most difficult person in your life right now? What 1 kind action could you take toward them this week? And number 3, how could you show kindness to yourself this week in a way that honors God and respects how you were created? So those are our assignments for this week. And we're going to go over to Proverbs 31, verse 26. 31. Well, you don't realize how tired you are until you get home. All right. Proverbs 31:26 in the NIV says, She speaks with wisdom, and faithful instruction is on her tongue. What? I don't know what it has to do with kindness. Proverbs 31:26. Let's make sure it's right. Proverbs 31:26. All right, Proverbs 31:26 in the Message Bible says 10 through 31. All right. A good woman is hard to find and worth far more than diamonds. Her husband trusts her without reserve and never has reason to regret it. Never spiteful, she treats him generously all her life long. She shops around for the best yarns and cottons and enjoys knitting and sewing. She's like a trading ship that sails to faraway places and brings back exotic surprises. She's up before dawn, preparing breakfast for her family and organizing her day. She looks over a field and buys it. Then, with money she's put aside, plants a garden. First thing in the morning, she dresses for work, rolls up her sleeves, eager to get started. She senses the worth of her work, is in no hurry to call it quits for the day. She's skilled in the crafts of home and hearth, diligent in homemaking. She's quick to assist anyone in need, reaches out to help the poor. She doesn't worry about her family when it snows. Their winter clothes are all mended and ready to wear. She makes her own clothing and dresses in colorful linens and silks. Her husband is greatly respected when he deliberates with the city fathers. She designs gowns and sells them, brings the sweaters she knits to the dress shops. Her clothes are well made and elegant, and she always faces tomorrow with a smile. When she speaks, she has something worthwhile to say, and she always says it kindly. That's where we're at right there. She always says it kindly. And so that's where we should be. We should be about the Father's business, taking care of our families, taking care of ourselves, and we should be exuberating his kindness and being a reflection of who he is to us. That's the beauty of this verse. And it took me reading the whole chapter to tell you that. But anyways, it's worth it to be kind. And I don't think Proverbs. Oh, it is. All right. So Proverbs, this is the Passion Translation. So let's read it one more place. 31:26. 31:26. It says, her teachings are filled with wisdom and kindness, as loving instruction pours from her lips. So the only place it doesn't mention kindness is the NIV, the first one that I read, of course. All right. So her teachings are filled with wisdom and kindness, as loving instruction pours from her lips. Pastor talked about it last Sunday that we have to do all things in love. Everything that we do and everything that's of the Father, we need to do out of love because God is love. And we reflect his goodness and his grace, his mercy, and his love in our life. All right. So I'm not sure about, I'll probably be back on here tomorrow. It's going to take a minute to get this figured out. And we have home group tomorrow. So I should be back here tomorrow night. Even if I'm not live, I will be back because I'm going to still continue to do this every day. It just won't look the same. So anywho, we'll be on day 5. And it'll be Romans chapter 2, verse 4. All right, y'all. Hope you have a fantastic night. We'll see you next time.